At the beginning of Half-Life 1, you board the Black Mesa monorail in front of a dark tunnel. Blue Shift actually gives a lore explanation for this. When transferring to the Sector C line, you'll enter the same tunnel, which has a flickering light. Throughout Half-Life Alyx, you can find all sorts of alcohol. One type of alcohol you can find a lot of is Golden Lion vodka. It's distilled in City 17. You can actually see their distillery in Jeff's level. Other drinks, though, come from elsewhere. Chesterfield Lager has connections to Rome, Italy, as seen on the label. This drink is from the Republic of Bashkortostan, a subnational entity of Russia. You can see an outline of its borders above the name on the label. This wine is a Rakat Sateli wine, which is a real type of wine. It is made from the aforementioned Rakat Sateli grapes, which, as the label suggests, come from the country of Georgia. Chatka vodka is distilled in St. Petersburg, Russia. Half-Life Alyx features a variety of boxes that can be found everywhere. One type of box, this postal box, was made in Canada, as per the text on the label. The Combine also made use of some cardboard boxes, one of which is a similar size to that postal box, and also mentions that it was made in Canada. This doesn't necessarily confirm that Canada is directly under Combine occupation, as it is also deliberately located under Alyx's large X across all of North America on the Globiner hideout. In fact, since the sticker is the same between the two boxes, it's likely just asset reuse. In a similar vein, a pop can in the game uses a Canadian nutrition label, despite the rest of the can being in Russian. This likely coming from the reference material Valve's artists used. Prior to working for Black Mesa, Gordon Freeman was born and raised in Seattle, Washington. When he was 6, he constructed a butane-powered tennis ball launcher. As he grew up, he showed great interest and was skilled in quantum physics and relativity, like the scientists he looked up to, Albert Einstein, Richard Feynman, and Stephen Hawking. He was accepted into the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the Boston area.
Right you are. MIT graduates are few and far between these days.
Good job, Gordon. Throwing that switch and all. I can see your MIT education really pays for itself.
Where he was taught by one Dr. Isaac Kleiner. In the late 1990s, he would visit Innsbruck, Austria, and observed a seminal experiment in teleportation at the University of Innsbruck's Institute for Experimental Physics. He would graduate from MIT in 1999, with his thesis paper titled Observation of Einstein-Podolsky-Rosen Entanglement on Supraquantum Structures by Induction Through Nonlinear Transuranic Crystal of Extremely Long Wavelength Pulse from Mode-Locked Source Array. He graduated with a PhD in theoretical physics. He would soon return to the University of Innsbruck. Gordon would grow to become quite disappointed in the slow pace of academic research, and was considering private industry work. Kleiner, working at Black Mesa, would extend an offer of employment. Although realizing that he would likely be doing weapons research, Gordon hoped that there would be room for work on quantum computing and astrophysics. He accepted Kleiner's offer, and Black Mesa would hire him. He was still in Innsbruck at the time of his acceptance. All of this work in Innsbruck had just barely got him the job over Judith Mossman.
Fine scientist, Judith. She was up for your job at Black Mesa, but you edged her out with your Innsbruck experience.
At the age of 27, Gordon would begin his work for the New Mexican company as a research associate at the Anomalous Materials Lab. In the Halo 4 level Composer, you'll come up to a room featuring two hunters. After dispatching them and letting the dialogue play out with Dr. Tilson, you'll get the opportunity to examine several artifacts and an audio log.
Okay, specimen 2006. Artifact is believed to be the activation index for Gamma Halo, based on anecdotal information from Alpha and Delta Halo missions. Key component in the activation and firing of the Halo weapon. A few of us have been speculating lately if it has secondary and tertiary purposes as well. Theory system.
Specimen 815. Now that's a bit misleading as we've been seeing these things all over the Halo. Icon is similar to other Forerunner glyphs, with the noted exception of a strong vertical extrusion. Going to send this to Lewis, but I don't know. My gut's telling me there's something else here.
Specimen 1534. Initial findings suggest imaging component, piece of some large device or possibly vehicle of some sort. Reticular hazing also implies use as a beam focuser. Done double duty as a weapon sight. Passing up to Spec 4 for further testing.
I'm sorry. We are currently experiencing system-wide outages. If you require immediate assistance, contact Infrastructure 048.
Catherine Halsey, personal observations, December 15th, 2554. While the survey crews examining Gamma Halo may be what pass for experts at ONI now, they are woefully out of their league for a task of this scale. There has been one somewhat startling discovery, however. One of the teams stumbled upon a device remarkably similar to the AI Matrix compiler currently in use by the UNSC. Seeing as how I designed that particular compiler, this finding, needless to say, has piqued my curiosity.
Baggage on Counter-Strike 2 is a smaller map, meant for the smaller-sized arms race and team deathmatch modes. Surprisingly, there's a full unused room on it that is only accessible via no-clip. You can find it on the CT side of the map, through these double doors. Despite this area not being visible to the playable space, door and window props are used inside. The additional door inside doesn't lead anywhere specific. Exterior walls and a portion of rooftop does sit outside the window though. When you enter the old 1950s Aperture Science lobby in Portal 2's Chapter 6, you'll hear Cave Johnson say this.
Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you, fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
This has later been referenced a couple of times, including as some usable dialogue during the Perpetual Testing Initiative DLC.
Cave Johnson here. The Mantis men have officially taken over the building. If you can get out now. Oh God, they're breaking through the barricades!
Those of you who volunteered to be injected with Homo sapien DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you, fighting an army of man mantises. Pick up a set of four-leg spurs, mesothorax armor, and tubercle sheaths. You'll know when the test starts.
During Aperture Desk Job, we can watch the Mantis men themselves develop an Aperture's walls.
This is company on Earth. This is important work, and you are just the genius to do it.
A man mantis bobblehead is also visible on the desk in front of Cave Johnson's office. Coach has a bit of a secret. There's a chance to learn about this when you enter the tattoo parlor in Left 4 Dead 2's The Passing, and this exchange happens.
I got that one. Hell, I got most of these.
Where?
Shit, it's all south of the border.
Please be the ankle, please be the ankle.